Hello there, Hugh here, back at the tying bench. In today's tutorial, I'm tying you up a nymph, which I simply call the squirrel nymph. It's just one of my own creations and had a lot of success on it. It's similar, very similar to the here's ear nymph, but a lot more buggier I find, and the trout just seem to love that bugginess, as you know. So we'll get a fresh hook in the vise and we'll get this tutorial started. For a hook, I'm using a 3906B, size 10, mustad. Okay, and first off, I'm going to wrap some lead on, .010 lead for our weight, and we want that where our thorax is going to be, so we start back around halfway on the hook, a little past half, and we'll make about 10 to 12 wraps towards the eye. Okay, we'll snip that off, pull that off, make a couple more. We'll make 3 or 4 more wraps and then snip that tag off. Push your lead together. Okay. Now, we'll start our thread. I'm using UTC 70 denier and a light brown color. So we'll start behind the lead first, make a few wraps, snip off our tag, and then we'll move forward over the lead, build a little dam on the front of the lead, go over top, and we're going to cover that lead really good with wraps, crisscross wraps, and that should be good right there. Okay, I'll take a little bit of cement here and put over those thread wraps. Okay. Next, we're going to attach our tail, which is rooster pheasant tail fibers. Usually for the tail, like anywhere like 10 to 12 fibers is plenty. Somewhere around that range. So we want to pull them off the tail, keep the tips even. And I like my tail to be a little bit longer than the hook gap. So measure that up. Place that on, we'll wrap it in here and then wrap back. And we'll hold our tail here as we wrap back. It's a little longer than what I want, so I'll go just a more, there we go. Wrap back to just above the barb for your tail. There we go. Now wrap forward, wrap your excess hackle, excuse me, your pheasant tips down. Gonna snip those off. And we'll, I forgot a straggler there. Tie those down good with several snug wraps. There we go. Okay, next we're going to attach our rib, which is a small oval gold tinsel. So we'll tie that in right behind the lead, like so. And I try to like to keep this under the hook shank, so I'll bring it across and as I wrap, keep it underneath the hook shank, like so. Right to the tail. Then we'll wrap that down good with snug wraps, like so. Then come back to in front of our tail once again. Now we're ready to dub our abdomen for our squirrel tail nymph. So we'll get our dubbing wax, wax our thread. Get a good amount on there, because this dubbing here is a little harder to dub than your regular dubbings. Lots of guard hairs in it, so get some of that on our thread and get a noodle started here for our abdomen. Like as you can see, it's a little hard to dub on, but once you just be patient, it'll come here in a bit. So there we go. And I like to lay it a little at a time, so too thick of a noodle. Okay, so let's begin to wrap our abdomen. Start right in front of your tail, like so. Wrap forward. Keep wrapping forward. I want to start creating a taper there. And as you can see, the bugginess already. As I go, I do pull out the long. Sometimes I'll pull out a few of the real long guard hairs. You don't want the super long ones. So a little more dubbing wax on our thread here. Keep going till we get our abdomen the way we want it. Okay, we'll try and wrap that on, see where we're at here. Need some more yet. One more batch should do it. Okay. Get that on our thread and spin that on. Finish up our abdomen here on our nymph. Okay, let's give that a whirl. That should put it where I want it, I believe. There we go. There's our abdomen. Like I say, I pull out, if there's any real super long guard hairs, just pull them out. Or you can take your scissors and snip them if you like. But try not to take too many, because bugginess is what makes this effective, I believe. So next we'll wrap our rib, and I'm going to counter wrap. Wrap that in the opposite direction you put your dubbing on, so we're going to wrap this way. So we want 4 to 5 wraps. 2, 3. There we go. That gives us 4. So we'll tie off our tinsel. A couple behind, then we're going to go in front, wrap back and lock it in. Snip off our excess. Okay, there's our abdomen with our rib and our pheasant tail. Okay, next we're going to tie in our wing case, which is pheasant tail fibers once again. And I usually take about double what I did for the tail, so just so you get enough to make a decent size wing case. And just pull those off, and turn them this way and cut the tips off flush. Bring it to the top of your hook shank, wrap it in right there. I want it to be hook shank behind the eye and wrap back. Now I like to take my thumb, push down, just wiggle a little so spread them fibers out a little, so you get a nice wing case. Okay, then wrap back to where you want it. Check and make sure that's where you want it. Okay, that's good. Okay, now next, wrap that down with some more snug wraps. Next, I'm going to form a dubbing loop. Just take your finger, come up, around, wrap back. Take 2 to 3 wraps around the loop with your bobbin, pull up, and wrap back to where you want to start, right in front of the wing case. And there's your loop. Now we'll take some dubbing wax, wax up the dubbing loop, move our thread forward, and we're going to start filling in the loop with some squirrel dubbing, like so. Get a generous amount on there, all the way down your loop. Keep adding it in as you go here. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so we have our loop full of dubbing. Now I'll hook on with my dubbing twister, and we're gonna twist this bad boy up. Give it some twist here. Keep twisting till you get it Nice tight noodle. Just keep twisting away. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Now, I'm going to wrap the dubbing loop. Start back in front of your wing case. Make the first wrap, and then wrap forward as you go. I'm going to advance my thread forward here. You can pull back those fibers as you go. Okay. Okay, it looks like we're going to get like one more wrap in there, so right about there looks good. I know it looks kind of rough right now, but trust me. Okay, I'm going to tie off your dubbing loop, 2 wraps behind. And we want a few wraps in front to lock it down. Snip off the excess, like so. Okay. And as you can see, how buggy that dubbing is. Super buggy. Float a few of the real long guard hairs. Next, trim out any errant fibers around your hook eye. So you don't want anything crowding your hook eye there. There we go. Okay, a couple more wraps. Next, I'm going to fold over our wing case. Yeah, we want to fold that over like so. So you get it nice, keep it straight across as you fold it over. Right up around, wrap your thread, 2 to 3 wraps. Now, if you can adjust it with your finger if you want, if you're not happy with how it looks. Let's do a little. Now's the time to do a little adjusting. There we go. Pull some of them real long fibers there. Now, 2 to 3 wraps, and then fold it back. 2 to 3 wraps on top. Snip off your excess. Any fibers out away from your hook eye. Okay. Now, there's your wing case. So I'm going to make a 4 to 5 turn whip finish here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we'll finish that off. Snip off your tag. And a little fine tuning here, and we have our squirrel tail nymph. Just pulling out some of these super long guard hairs here, like I did on the abdomen. Be easier just to trim them this time, probably. Okay. Okie dokie. There we go. Another squirrel tail nymph. But one more step though before we're done here. There's the finished nymph. See, I got a few fibers there in the eye, just a couple little stragglers. Now what I'd like to do next is take some Solar Res UV and put it on the wing case and thread wraps. 2 coats, so we'll put 1 coat on. Just makes your wing case much more durable from the fish's teeth and whatnot. Cover your thread wraps. Try not to get any in your eye. Now, make sure to get none in the eye of my hook there. So just run a needle through and clear it out. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now take our UV light and just give that a quick zap. Cure that up. It takes 10 seconds or so. Okay, that's the first coat. Okay, that's how it looks with one coat. We'll put one more coat on it. There we go. That's fine. Cure that up with our light. Zap it here. Spin it, give it a little turn in the vise. And there we go. Okay, our squirrel tail nymph is ready to fish. A really good buggy looking nymph. Could imitate a lot of different nymphs, mayfly nymphs, and like I say, I had a lot of success with this little guy. Just pull a couple more card hairs there. So I want to thank you a lot for watching my tutorials, and I hope you like my videos, and I hope you give this fly a try. So for now, signing out from Hugh's Flies. Hope to see you in the next tutorial, and thank you very much for watching. So long, everyone.